Dead-eyed toys, glowing screens. Welcome to the panic. 10 chapters. 10 assumptions that don't survive contact with reality. The model broke, not the children. Gold standard cracking. Robot pipeline throwing 404s. Capacity over content. System warning, map does not equal territory. Legacy code, clean outputs. But the operating environment changed underneath it. The hidden bet. School, diploma, tower. A straight line that no longer exists. V1.0, legible futures. V2.0, choose your own adventure with missing pages. What skills will matter in 2045? Honest answer? We're guessing. 98% institutional fit, 0% chaos readiness. One metric survives. Emotional regulation. Relationship, not structure. The pivot, not transmitting a known path, navigating together. Different terrain demands different gear. 5 capacities that never expire. The only inventory that transfers. Structure expires, relationship transfers forever. The gold standard still shines. Just aim it at the relationship, not the rules. Parenting 2.0, beyond the 1966 playbook. Old map, new terrain, skills that never expire. Deprecated, 60 years of gold standard. Now legacy code on incompatible hardware. System restore point, 1966. Structure versus warmth. Case closed. Nobody asked what world it assumed. The gap between the framework and reality. That's where parenting anxiety lives. 3 fatal errors. Prediction failure, connection lost, invalid metrics. Their job in 15 years might not exist yet. Preparation is guesswork wearing a suit. You're one voice in a much larger room now. Not abdication, new topology. Report card burning. Behind it, the real skills light up. Authoritarian, marching single file into a void. The map is no longer accurate. Authoritative, warmly enforcing the wrong map still gets you lost. Permissive, often criticized, accidentally gets something right in uncertain terrain. The framework gives anxious parents something to do. The trap is optimizing for the rules instead of the child. System update required, not throwing out structure, rewriting the operating principles. Open architecture, hold your model of success loosely. Adaptive algorithms, their strategies might be smarter than they look. Distributed authority, in some domains they know more. Act accordingly. ADHD as adaptation, not a broken brain, a bandwidth explosion. 30 FPS meets 144 FPS, 42% rise in diagnoses. Dysfunction is contextual. A 144 FPS brain in a 30 FPS world. Stamped defective. The environment changed. The kids responded rationally. Drop a 1975 adult into today's notification storm. How long before they look distracted? Not inability to focus, inability to slow down. 144 FPS kid in a 1985 classroom. Buffering, unplayable. Every ADHD trait is contextual. Boredom avoidance isn't dysfunction, it's efficiency. Your parents manage 3 channels, your kid manages 10 plus. That's the terrain. The real danger isn't the speed, it's the external capture. Outsourced executive function. Training gaps, not brain deficits. Don't pathologize a lack of training, just train it. Rapid context switching. Parallel processing. These are skills. School just doesn't reward them. The label can be liberating or limiting. A tool, not a truth. Parallel processing, maxed. Deep focus, critically low. Acknowledge the costs. Don't dismiss the benefits. Build the slow gears without crushing the fast ones. Higher frame rate. Not a disorder, evolution. The screen is a training ground, not a villain. Quality over quantity. Better questions than how much? Faulty diagnostic. We measure minutes when we should measure meaning. A park and a war zone both count as outside. That's why the metric is useless. TikTok, Python, grandma. Same glass, wildly different cognitive load. 4 new variables, active versus passive, social versus solitary, chosen versus captured. 4 hours of building is a workshop. 4 hours of scrolling is a sedative, not equivalent. Discord with friends, social. Isolated scrolling, solitary. Screens can feed connection or starve it. You seek the content, agency. The algorithm serves it, capture. Roblox isn't a game. It's a marketplace, a workshop, and a playground. Complex sociology in pixels. Not screens, specific dynamics, algorithmic addiction, sleep displacement. Name the actual threat. Replacing sleep or friends, problem. Replacing boredom, neutral at worst. Ignore the panic. Respect the agency. Same screen, different meaning. Context decides. Creating or consuming. Energized or drained. Controlled or in control. That's the checklist, not a timer. What would you have done at their age with infinite everything in your pocket? Be honest. The goal isn't less, the goal is better. The screen is a tool. Stop counting minutes. Start noticing patterns. Friction optimized. The death of the lazy myth. 3 generations of friction collapse. Cost versus training. Know the difference. System diagnostic on the DoorDash generation. The lazy glitch is friction optimization. Error 404. Laziness not found. Same need. Different friction tolerance. Efficiency, not apathy. Vine Pointu. Dinner was a mission that consumed the evening. Bandwidth was cheap. V2.0. Drive-through. Not laziness. Rational response to a 2-income reality. V3.0. Zero friction. Food appears like opening a refrigerator. They refused the tax entirely. We built the environment. Amazon, Uber, Netflix. They just logged in. Friction was never the point. The music was the point, not flipping the record. Not laziness. Bandwidth reallocation. Context switching at speeds that would crash V1.0. The hard things moved. Logistics are trivial now. Infinite optionality is the new difficulty. Just call them. Why? Texting does the same thing with less overhead. Insisting on the call teaches nothing. Friction as training builds capacity. Friction as cost is just inconvenience. Know which is which. Your grandkids will pity your kids. You had to open an app? The direction is set, not about going back. What do they build with the bandwidth we freed up? The kids are all right, just optimized. Stop judging their OS by your legacy hardware. Source code, session terminated. 4 arguments, 1 thesis. The kids ran better numbers than you did. The ergodic rebellion. Every assumption your parents relied on failed. Epistemic accuracy in a glitching system. Legacy code detected. Status, critical. $15 a day does not equal a house. The math never worked. 4 dependencies, 4 failures. The compound interest chart is drawing a future that no longer compiles. Averages hide crashes. You don't live 1,000 lives, you live 1. The 40-year plan assumes 40 years of income. That variable is null. Left, theory. Parallel paths, risk distributed. Right, reality. Sequential risk, ruin imminent. 6 people play once, rational bet. 1 person plays 6 times, dead. Same average. Predictable future? Sacrifice now. Chaotic future. Present orientation is the rational strategy. The latte is rent for the side hustle workspace. System maintenance is not optional. The job offer, the rest, the community. None in a brokerage account, all of it capital. Pensions, stable housing ratios, lifetime jobs, all archived, all discontinued. The pipe from savings to security is leaking. They correctly identified the break. Not nihilism, ergodic reasoning. Your kid is running better protocols. System update validated. The present is a feature, not a bug. They did the math. Better variables. Disorder is a mismatch, not a thing inside a child. A relationship. Brain versus environment. Same kid. 2 frames. Diagnostic versus environmental. Context, dysfunction, and the glitch. Environment mismatch scan running. Same rabbit, 2 operating systems. The behavior didn't change, the context did. One reads a book. Connection lost. Normal got patched without consent. Schools built for compliance. Then we medicalized the friction. Same traits, different terrain. The deficit becomes the advantage. 4 monsters. Climate, precarity, automation, housing. Tell me the worry is excessive. Everyone walks through the fog unbothered. The anxious kid might be the only one paying attention. Isolated, sedentary, algorithmic. When the organism crashes, maybe the organism isn't the problem. A single tear. Maybe the signal's accurate. Diagnosis opens doors. Access, framework, destigmatization. That part works. Same scanner can burn. Locates the problem in the user, not the operating system. 20 years of change. Before we conclude the kids are broken, consider the world broke first. Disorder is a relationship, not a thing. Change the environment, change the diagnosis. Debug the world, not just the kid. The screen is a training ground. 3 lanes of invisible skill development. The invisible training ground. Skills being built don't match skills being graded. The illegible economy, being built in the dark by kids you think are wasting time. It looks like a zombie state. Behind those eyes, code is running. Store and forward. Learn now. Use later. 3 fatal errors. Target jobs not yet invented. You see scrolling. They are actively training. Every thumbnail, every edit. Iterative refinement with real-time feedback. No syllabus required. Millions doing market research on algorithmic systems. No marketing class. Attention arbitrage. Running a Discord server is high-stakes management. Leadership with no diploma attached. 2 curricula. School teaches compliance. The screen teaches self-direction. Only 1 matches. The influencer is just the tip. Below the waterline, a massive invisible ecosystem. We cannot predict the job titles of 2040. We can only predict the skills. When change outpaces curriculum, learning agility becomes the only currency. You cannot prepare a child for a job that doesn't exist. Only the capacity to figure it out. Not zombies. Training. The economy is emerging from the substrate they're swimming in. The sink. Co-regulation for an uncertain future. All one system. The meta skill. Biological sync. Reference frequency. Presence over solutions. The power of repair. When the map is broken, the connection is the compass. The terrain is illegible. Your expertise is outdated. Specific routes are corrupted data. Left, content dependent. Fails when context changes. Right, content independent. Transfers everywhere. The nervous system is a social organ, not a metaphor. Measurable physiology. Coupled oscillators. Your regulated wave becomes the reference frequency. You are the pacing mechanism. You don't regulate them. You create conditions where regulation can emerge. Not fake calm, genuine regulation. The difference between performance and presence. I don't know either. Let's figure this out together. Your job isn't to remove the distress, it's to prove the fire is survivable. You will lose it. The skill isn't never failing. The skill is the repair. Without a safe system to couple with, kids adapt. Isolation, substances, dissociation, survival strategies. You cannot offer what you don't have. Start with yourself. You are the recharge station. No answers required. Be regulated. Be the reference frequency. The connection transfers. Level complete. Stop optimizing for the remembered world. The final upgrade. 4 patches. Stop optimizing for a world that no longer exists. Full synthesis. Model mismatch on top. Capacity pivot below. Every thread, 1 board. 2 stories. Standard, broken, addicted, unprepared. Alternative, your model is fragile, not your children. Legacy OS on new hardware. Every generation looks pathological to the last one. Structure crumbles. Warmth holds. The relational component transfers. The structural component is guesswork. Information-rich brains in information-scarce institutions. The problem is the fit, not the kid. Screen time is a corrupted category. Piloting a mech or just scrolling. Creation looks like consumption. Friction intolerance is calibration. Driving to Blockbuster didn't build character. Delayed gratification assumes a stable trajectory. Present orientation is rational adaptation to uncertainty. Community management, algo navigation, attention arbitrage, all near max, invisible on a resume. Your pathway has been deprecated. Stop measuring against it. Measure adaptability instead. Content expires. Capacity doesn't. Pour energy into capacity. Hold content loosely. Developmental friction. Keep. Pure cost disguised as tradition. Delete. When you don't know what to say, don't. Your nervous system is the stable reference point. Socrates panicked about disrespect. Victorians about novels. Now screens. The kids adapted every time. They are all right. Not by your standards, by theirs. Stay connected. They are piloting through the unknown.